Did people actually think that LeBron James was gonna come back and be a problem for this Laker team? Did people actually think that just because LeBron James is 41 almost, that he wasn't still the greatest of all time? Did people actually think that LeBron James would come back and mess up the chemistry of this team when he is one of the best at being a connector of all time? Did people really think that, man, LeBron James is the greatest of all time? And in his first game back in year 23, which has never been done, I think he continued to prove it last night. And it was the perfect game for him to come back, like I said in one of my recent videos, against that Utah Jazz team. Granted, they came out hot. Keontae George is a bucket. They really missing Walker Kessler, right? But that was a perfect game for LeBron to come back. And I think he intentionally went out there to show people I can do everything. I can read the whole floor. I can facilitate. I can rebound. I can shoot. I can pass. I can do everything. I'm LeBron James. And he finished that game with 11 points, 12 assists, a double-double, slight. You feel me? Didn't even play that many minutes. Really a big reason why that game blew open and we went up 20 before he sat down. Man, that second unit, JJ Redick called him a superhero, and I think that's accurate, man. He's the greatest of all time, bro. He's just invincible. Watching that game though, it made you think about a couple different questions and a couple different things, and my mind just went a couple different places. Because now LeBron is back and he's getting acclimated and he's getting back into his role and figuring out, what he wants to do on the court, depending on the team and depending on the night. What does that mean in rotation wise for some of our key guys, right? What does that mean for a guy like Vando that didn't play last night? What does that mean for a guy like Dalton Connect that already really wasn't playing anyway, but really probably ain't gonna play now? Jake LaRavia, how does his role change? What does his minutes look like? Even though he was really fucking good off the bench last night. Marcus Smart, what does his minutes look like? What does that rotation look like? Because we didn't see him a whole lot. But at the same time, I do think the way the team is constructed is kind of perfect. Yeah, I wish we still had a couple more things, but it's kind of perfect because you can put so much on the 1-2-3 punch. You got a 1-2-3 punch. You got Luka, and I think that they did a great job of that last night where LeBron he epitomized what I said in my recent video where I asked the question, will LeBron hurt or help the Lakers? Whole time I'm trolling because I know he's going to help. But he was cool and comfortable in that third role, but sometimes looked like a number 1 or 2 option last night. And I said that. Luka went for 37, your number 1 option. Austin went for a super cool, efficient 26. They kind of went under the radar. And then LeBron came in with 11 points and 12 assists. Then DeAndre Ayton came in with 20 and 14. That's your starting line. That's 4 of your 5 starters that's responsible for over 80-some% of your scoring. That's all you can ask for. And then if you do get a Jake LaRavia to come in and give you 16 off the bench, and you do get Marcus Smart coming in, hit a couple shots and playing some great defense, Bronny comes in, hits a 3, right? Jackson Hayes comes in and does some really good things for us. What I'm saying is we just need those other 4 or 5 guys on top of our 1-2-3 punch and DeAndre Ayton too to just sprinkle in. Give me 10 here. Give me 15 here. Give me 10 rebounds here. Hit a couple threes here. Play great defense here. And I think we have a chance against anybody. So, yeah, LeBron coming back there, change up a whole lot of things rotation-wise and things like that. But you also not putting a lot of pressure on guys like Jake LaRavia and Marcus Smart and all of that. Anything they do is almost like just add it on, And I also, but this is the other question. What does this team look like as we're finally starting to get back healthy? Right, got Gabe back last night. LeBron zips the pass across the court and already was celebrating before he even shot it because he knew it was going in. What does this team look like when we go against some of the top teams in the West? What does this team look like when we go play against the Nuggets? What does this team look like when we go play against the OKC? Because OKC clearly had a plan the other night when they played the Lakers. Let's make life hard as hell for Luka. Let's make life hard as hell for Austin and make these other dudes figure it out, and they couldn't. With LeBron being back and what he's going to open up, you got to pick your poison now. Now, granted, OKC does have 3 or 4 great defenders that they can throw around and switch and do different things with. True. But I don't think they'll be as effective against us because we have a lot of options too offensively. I'm just eager to see what we look like against some of those top teams, right? Especially with this team starting to get back healthy. You got Gabe back, Maxi Kleber is back, Bron is back. I'm eager to see. I am eager to see what that looks like when that time comes. I think we can match up with anybody, but are we going to still be the same Laker team that wins 50 games and get put out in the first round? Or are we going to become that team that still wins 50, 55 games, but shows there's no fluke and we can make a deep run? That's what is what left to be determined. Obviously, it's so early in the season, we're not going to jump all the way down to that. But I'm excited to see it. I'm excited to see it, man. And LeBron dropped a crazy bar. He said, whoever said that I wouldn't be able to fit in is just talking. He said, why would they talk crazy like that? I can do everything on the court. And not only did he talk that game, he showed that game, and he walked us down and proved it. LeBron ain't missed a beat. I'm starting to think the sciatica thing was just some shit to say for him to be able to rest. But I was thinking about something. He missed the first 10, 11 games of the season. With the whole, you got to play a certain amount of games to be an all-star and all that stuff. Does LeBron still become an all-star? Do you not let LeBron become an all-star because he may miss more games just because of his old age? Or do you say, man, it's LeBron James. That motherfucker can play 30 games, 40 games. He LeBron James, and he's still going to be an all-star just because the all-star game isn't right without LeBron James in it. What do you do? Or do you just kind of say, LeBron, let these young kids rock out. We know you the GOAT. You ain't going to play that much in an all-star game anyway. You going to sit down anyway. So let these young dudes rock out. What do you do? Or does LeBron lock in and stay healthy and play because now he realized they playing against the world team and he's the competitor he is. He going to show motherfuckers the world good, but I'm still LeBron. I'm still the Steph Curry. We still got KD, right? What happens then? That's the question. I was thinking about that. With him missing all the games, he's missed so far, and he probably gonna miss some more. That's just kind of inevitable. Does he still become an all-star? Does he still become an all-star? But one thing I can say, man, LeBron returns and the Lakers dominate, and LeBron ain't miss a beat, bro. LeBron is the greatest of all time. And if you arguing with that and you can't accept that or you don't see that, then you don't see greatness, baby. Very short episode. I don't plan on being here long for this. I just had to come on here and highlight that and recap that. I love the role that I saw LeBron in last night, being the third option, but also having the ball in his hand, playing off the ball, being that secondary ball handler. The connection with him and DA was amazing. DeAndre Ayton looking like a fucking reviving his career out there. He looked like he in Phoenix again, maybe even better. And I said that before. Some dudes just need to play with certain type of players in order to succeed. And clearly DA needs to play with a facilitate, pass. I'm not gonna say pass first because Luka's not necessarily a pass first guy, but a guy that doesn't mind passing and can pass at a high level. DA showing you what he can do when he got a guy like that on his team. Special, man. But I think our real test will come when we see OKC again, when we see the Thunder again, when we see I said OKC, I said the Thunder, when we see the Nuggets again, when we see the Rockets, when you see even Detroit, you see the Pistons, when you see some of these teams, I'm eager to see what happens then. And we got some tests coming up soon. So I'm excited, man. But what did y'all think about LeBron's return? What did y'all think? What was y'all seeing out there? Do you think this team can go far? You think eventually this is, this can't sustain? What do you think? Because I think it's going to be just fine, but I'm eager to see again how we respond against top talent, top teams. Be sure to like, subscribe, and comment on this video, man. Y'all know I love you. Thank you for tuning in to the episode of Skybox Conversations. And until the next one, I'll see y'all later. All right. Peace. Yep.